Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Get the kind of value you will love that's unmatched at Quartz now. We're unmatched in quality and prices, so get appliances, electronics, furniture, and so much more. You will love it. Get it now and pay nothing for 30 days with Ready Finance. Plus, shop now and get a chance to win a luxury staycation for two. Now that's unmatched value. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply. Offer ends February 28th, 2022.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene. Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture, Carlos James, believes that it is time for the island's creatives to be able to expand their earning period beyond the carnival season. Minister James says that the metaverse will be an essential tool with serious earning potential for the creatives of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I want us to take this thing seriously. There is serious revenue potential to be earned from it for creatives. And we're doing this not to replace, as I said again, PCMAS as in its current form, but to give our creatives an additional platform to earn revenue. Some of them earn revenue within the Vincent season, and then that's it. While other Vincentians may have regular jobs that they go to. We have to provide all of the necessary and available means for them to earn. So I'm very happy again to go back to the local Vincimas, which we've been planning for some time for 2022. Very excited about the announcement of a Vincimas 2022, but also there are greater things in store for Vincimas. Naturally, the CBC will work to develop on that.
That was the Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture, Carlos James. Active cases of COVID-19 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are now down to 678, according to the latest COVID-19 update from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment. 5 new COVID-19 PCR cases, 10 new rapid antigen cases, as well as a whopping 130 COVID-19 recoveries were also confirmed by the ministry's update. SVG's COVID-19 hospitalizations have also seen a decrease, now standing at 16. Of the 16 patients admitted, 1 patient is fully vaccinated and the remaining 15 are unvaccinated. COVID-19 vaccination numbers stand at 64,939. Total vaccines administered: 34,466 being first doses and 27,951 being second doses. 2,522 booster shots have been administered in country. Since March of 2020, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has reported a total of 6,695 PCR COVID-19 cases. St. Vincent and the Grenadines has been voted Island of the Year at the 27th International Caribbean World Awards. Tourism Minister Carlos James, while speaking at the Carnival Development Corporation's press conference earlier this week, made mention of the achievement, saying that it is especially noteworthy considering the challenges that the island had faced in 2021. We hear more from Minister James.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as a destination, has been voted Island of the Year at the 27th International Caribbean World Awards, hosted by the Caribbean World magazine based in London, UK. And it's really an achievement which is quite notable, particularly 2021, a year when we were faced with the COVID-19 pandemic, the explosive eruption of our Lasso volcano, and also we experienced a hurricane. It was one of the most challenging periods in our post-colonial history, and to be singled out for an award for the Island of the Year, taking all of the islands within the Caribbean and so on. It's really an achievement which I'm indeed proud of for our people and our country. We have a gem here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
That was the Minister of Tourism, Carlos James. On to news in the region. It does not appear that Trinidad and Tobago's Ministry of Health will be following in step with other countries such as the United States and the United Kingdom to amend the period for quarantine and isolation. Questioned about it at Wednesday's virtual press conference, TNT's Health Ministry's Epidemiology Division's Technical Director Dr. Avery Hines said it's something that's being monitored and will be changed if deemed necessary. They aren't changes that are made precipitously or at a whim. There are changes that are made when we consider both what the international science says and what our local epidemiology reflects, he said. He said TNT's protocols were designed to ensure transmission does not occur. Martinique is to send a technical team to Dominica as the two islands seek to further enhance cooperation in the area of geothermal energy, according to a statement issued by the Office of the Prime Minister. It said that Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit held talks with the President of the Executive Council of Martinique, Serge Letchimy, on Monday to further explore cooperation on geothermal energy development, and that the meeting also discussed proposals for a commercial agreement with Martinique for the sale of renewable energy. Dominica is developing a geothermal plant in the Rosa Valley to increase the use of renewable energy in the provision of cheaper electricity through the responsible exploitation of the island's geothermal source, the statement said. It said that Dominica's Prime Minister assured Letchimy of Dominica's technical capacity to share the valuable resource with the neighboring French territory at a competitive price. On the international scene, Denmark has lifted all of its domestic COVID-19 restrictions, including the wearing of face masks, making it the first European Union country to do so. Nightclubs have reopened, late-night alcohol sales have resumed, and the Danish coronavirus app is no longer needed to enter venues. While cases are still relatively high, the authorities say the virus no longer qualifies as a quote-unquote critical threat. That is due to the country's high vaccination rate, experts say. More than 80% of the population over the age of 5 have had 2 vaccinations and over 60% have been given a third booster dose. Since Tuesday, masks are no longer required in shops, restaurants, and on public transport. Limits on the number of people allowed at indoor gatherings and social distancing measures also came to an end. And finally, in sports, Senegal are through to their third Africa Cup of Nations final with Sadio Mane on target to help them overcome Burkina Faso. In an eventful game, VAR chalked off 2 Senegal penalties, with Burkina Faso goalkeeper Herve Kofi injured during the events of the first. Abdou Diallo and Idrissa Gueye put Senegal in charge before Blati Touré narrowed the deficit late on, but Mane chipped in to settle victory for the tournament favourites. It was Mane's 29th goal for his country, taking him level with Henry Camara at the top of their all-time scorer list. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of course